Hello everyone, and welcome to another Friday night takeaway. Now it's the World Cup season, so it is. It's kicked off. In fact, I'm actually missing the Canadian game, the first game in Canada, with opening ceremony and everything. Yeah, he was kind of really 3 host nations. I didn't realise they were also doing 3 opening ceremonies as well. Oh my God, seriously. But anyway, seeing it's a World Cup, I thought, right, I've been at McDonald's. McDonald's have decided to release some new items because of the World Cup. In celebration. It just makes me want to go and kick Ron at McDonald's balls. It really does, you know, because I'm sure he's got quite a few of them. And of course, McDonald's, it's all about the sauce, you know. And yeah, they've got some new burgers out for the football, so they've been up the Asda for a bit of sauce. Yes. And what have they got? Well, first of all, I got a drink. This is supposed to be their raspberry Sprite, and it was all supposed to be kind of red and pink at the top and all icy and clear at the bottom, and it just looks like Ribena. That's what it looks like. So that was an anticlimax. But they've got a sweet barbecue stack. Oh, such a lucky people. So yeah, yes, like I say, it's all just the usual kind of fare, but with some different sauce. And we've got a Mexican Chipotle chicken. It's a chicken crispy with Chipotle sauce. Tell you what though, when we're going through the drive-through of McDonald's, just where the drive-through is, there's also parking just on the other side of the curb, and I'm just sitting in the queue, and this Asda kind of reverses into park, and then the passenger door opens, and this woman gets out, a kind of older woman, long kind of grey hair, and that face, a spitting image of Keir Starmer, and I'm just kind of looking at it. It really does look really freaky because you've got the long grey hair, you know, and just Keir Starmer's face, and I'm thinking, as the husband gets out the driver's side, I'm like, it's perpetual doggy style, isn't it, for you, son? It really is, you know. There's no hope. But anyway, and I've also got the little cheesy bites as well, because they're like, you know, little cheesy balls. And I've got and apparently you please choose a dip. It says on the app, and the option is this dip, which is the barbecue dip, or no dip. So there's your choice. You want barbecue dip? No, not really. Okay, what else do you want? What have you got? Nothing. Literally, is the other option is nothing. Does cheese and barbecue really go? Just, you know. Was it like, oh, we got too much? Okay, I have a lot of barbecue sauce. Nobody's going for it. Right, cheesy bites, and you only get the option of barbecue sauce. Why don't you get a bigger straw for a raspberry Sprite? Look at the size of that one compared to the normal one. That's it. Right, what shall I go with first? Oh, I'll be totally honest, I'm not a big fan of barbecue, and right now I've got 2 items with barbecue sauce on them. Right, let's get them over and done with. Let's go for the Sweet Carolina barbecue stack. Marvellous, look at that. Oh, right, this has got apparently 2 cheese, 2 patties, 2 bacon. I remember reading that, and then there's some other bits and bobs. You know, I'll put it there, so well. Price wise, this is quite expensive. I think it's about $8.99. It's almost £9. And the chicken is about just over £7. It's $7.29. But again, I'll put the prices up there. Not the cheapest, but you can. I got. Was it only 4? I thought it was 6. Good. These are about $2.80 or something like that. And I get 4 cheesy balls. Apparently you can get a big pack, you know, a big sharing pack. Although at that price and that, you wouldn't be sharing them, would you? You're like, oh, give us one of your cheesy balls. That'll be chocolate. Get that up here. Right. It does smell kind of, slightly kind of barbecue smell off the patties there, so it's got a bit. I'm going to make a heck of a mess here because I'm just looking at this burger thinking this is going to collapse to buggery. Oh God, it's already down the seat. Right, but there is a bit more Yeah, it's got a kind of slightly barbecue kind of burger. You know, when I say barbecue, I don't mean American barbecue. I'm talking about British barbecue. Is it burnt yet? Ah, it's just coming. You know. I haven't tasted barbecue yet, but what I have tasted is some nicer grilled meat for a change. And the real thing is, I tasted salt, but salt as in seasoning salt, not as in salted something else. They've actually salted the patties. And what a difference that makes, my God. It's actually not bad, actually. I'm being serious. I'm going back in for another one. It does actually taste really nice. Main things that stand out is a freshness to it. There's a bit of flavour to the patties. There's a bit of seasoning. And with the barbecue sauce, it's not overpowering. They haven't put loads on. It just gives it a little kind of background, kind of slight smokiness and sweetness. And overall, that's actually a heck of a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. So fair play to McDonald's. Quite a pricey burger though. Actually quite a nice tasting burger. You know, so that bodes well. Yeah, they've been up the Asda. They've got a bit of raspberry cordial and they just plunked it in some Sprite. And that wasn't cheap either. That was something like $2.29 or something like that. Anyway, Mexican Chipotle chicken. Oh yes. In fact, I'll put a picture of the raspberry Vimto that they're trying to flog off for something exotic up there, and you've seen what that looks like. Oh right, that's quite disappointing. It really does look like, right. Apparently it's got crispy onions on it, and chipotle sauce and lettuce, and that's it. It's kind of bleak, this one. I'll put obviously the details there about what's in it, but it's got cheese, lettuce, chipotle sauce in underneath. Some other kind of reddish sauce. Maybe see. More like a stain rather than an application of sauce. Right, let's oh, it looks like a little football at the back. Does that do the button? No, that was not like that. It looks like a little football at the back. See the way the shape of the bun is? You see little outlines of kind of football panels. Hexagons, I think, what we used to call them in school. God knows what they call them now, you know what I mean? Chipotle sauce. I'll be honest, it doesn't really taste of Chipotle. It tastes more of actually tikka masala sauce, really. It's got more kind of accent flavours of that than it has of Chipotle. I mean, Chipotle is a kind of a smoky, spicy, chili sauce. But it's a certain type of kind of smokiness. And that sauce just doesn't really have the right type of smokiness. And it's nowhere near intense enough. And overall, that just feels like they're chicken crispy with a crappy sauce, you know, on it. That's what it feels like. It's not an improvement on the standard chicken McCrispy, as they call it, you know, with the mayo and that. It's just, no, it's gonna. It's not nice, that, actually. It's really quite artificial. It's got that kind of raspberry flavour that you find in cheap yogurts. You know, you get the cheap yogurts. You know, the ones where basically it's just all one colour and just smooth, as if it's all just been blended together because we really haven't added any fruit, so we don't want you to know that. So just a thick kind of yogurt, kind of with a kind of pink hue to it. And there you go, with no fruity bits. And you're thinking, that's what that tastes like. If you like that, then hey. And if you do like that, then don't buy that, because for the £2.29, £2.30 is for the small of that, you can get yourself loads of cheap yogurt at Farm Foods. I'm trying to get the lid off this, because I'm desperate to get into the barbecue sauce, because we're on the cheesy bites. Look at these 4. I get 4 of them. Marvellous. So I'll try it without it. Why did I bother? It's more of a cheesy paste rather than actually cheese. Nothing says to me, oh, that's a round block of cheese there that they've just kind of coated with a crispy coating and fried. No, that's a kind of a thick cheese sauce. Really, it's kind of a done as a paste. That does actually go with the barbecue sauce quite well, because the barbecue sauce kind of masks the horrible kind of cheesy pasty taste of the cheesy ball. So what would I give these out of 10? Right, cheesy bites, 2. They're crap, they really are. 2 out of 10, rubbish. This what do they call it, raspberry Sprite, iced, 3, and it's overpriced and tastes like a cheap yogurt. Oh, this, the Chipotle, the Mexican Chipotle chicken, yeah, that's crap as well, really. Let's be totally honest, that gets a 4. And most of that's down to the price, because it's cheaper than the actual burger. Burgers are quite spicy. The Sweet Carolina barbecue stack, but it is actually quite a nice burger with a nice kind of refreshing kind of taste to it, and it's been well seasoned. There's actually flavour from the actual patty as well. There's a kind of a barbecue kind of smokiness and kind of scorching to it, which is just kind of nice. And yeah, it's a nicely balanced burger, just it's a bit pricey. But out of 10, I would give this I'm kind of in between 6.5 and 7. I'll be generous, I'm going to give it a 7. It's actually quite a nice burger, actually, and it surprised me. So there you go. Out of any of them, I would definitely recommend the Sweet Carolina barbecue stack. The rest, well, you could live without, seriously. But anyway, I'm off to watch the football. Thanks for watching. We'll see you another Friday night takeaway. Bye for now.